Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Mike Reed. I'm here to give you information in the commercial appliance space. If this is your first time finding my channel, welcome. I have a lot of new subscribers, and that I do appreciate that. I thank each and every one of you for checking out my content. With that being said, I'm going to start out the show. I'm going to give you guys a rundown on Hoshizaki classes for the rest of the month, Manitowoc class for the rest of the month. I wish I had more update to give you on Istro. I only know about my market at this current time. I'm working on that. And I got an update on Meiko as well. So let me jump into, well, as you can see on the screen, in Chicago, it's going to be March 5th. I believe it's March 5th and 6th. And this is for Hoshizaki. Let me go ahead and show you this. I'm kind of juggling a couple of things all at one time. All right. Now, what you see here on the screen, this, let me take myself off of it. I'm going to give you guys a rundown because fortunately for you, my schedule is a little hectic. I'm usually extremely hectic at the beginning of the year. Everybody wants to get things straightened out in their restaurants and stuff beginning of the year. So let me start off with Hoshizaki. So we're in the end of February, well, middle to the end of February. What is this? February 19th. So that's Dallas, 19th, the 20th, and yeah, the 21st. So you're going to want to contact your distributor. This is Hoshizaki for Dallas to try and catch the rest of the training classes. Atlanta, Georgia, your class is tomorrow. Hopefully you signed up. That's with Sunlow. You can always take the more involved several day Hoshizaki training class that they have there at the headquarters. For most, that's what's recommended, but in order to keep your authorization, you do have to attend these classes once a year, and so that'd be the one for you. Now to top it all off with Dallas, Texas, it goes all the way till February 22nd. Savannah, Georgia, 22nd. Lafayette, 27th. New Orleans, 28th. Springfield was the 28th, and well, it's going to be on the 28th of Springfield, Missouri. So I do know I at least have one subscriber down that way. So that's for you. And then because we have a leap year, they go all the way down to the 29th, and that's going to be Livermore, California. You're going to want to contact your Hoshizaki distributor. So starting next month, they're going to be in the Midwest. So Hoshizaki, the distributor is Redco. So Redco is handling Minneapolis. They're handling Chicago. And in Chicago is going to be, it looks like it's the same place they've had for like the last 15 to 20 years over there in Hillside. So that's March 5th and 6th. Longhorn, PA. That's Nordon. I've given you guys the information for Nordon. So that's Nordon with Longhorn, Pennsylvania. That's going to be at Nordon, let's tell you where that's going to be. And then you also have Redco taking care of Milwaukee. Nordon again with the March 7th. So Chicago's 5th and 6th. Minneapolis is the 4th. If you're in Pennsylvania, you have March 6th and 7th. So let's see what else we got here. We also got West Monroe, Louisiana, March 12th. Austin, Texas, March 12th. I don't know where Kingsport, Tennessee is, but yours is March 12th, and that's with Canon Marketing. What's happening, you guys? New Hampshire, huh? Yeah, let's see. Let's see when the next New Hampshire thing is. And right now I've got up a bunch of stuff. Let's see here. I am doing my best to see if I can what I can add in the system. So what I've done is I've pulled up, and thanks for the likes. I see I got 2 likes on the videos. The more likes, the better. I am almost at I can't think. I think I'm almost at 40,000 views and 600 subscribers is what YouTube is telling me. Let me see what I got here. Let me see what I got here on Instagram. I'm trying to incorporate my Instagram people as well, because I'm looking at the system and I cannot see the chat from Instagram. So I'm going to try to bring you guys in best way I can. So far none of my stuff is coming up just yet. Let me see if I can switch. But anyway, ask your questions while I'm going through this sucker. All right. And while we got people coming in, let me see if I can make this a little bigger. Oh, there we go. All right. So, like I said, they're handling the Midwest. I don't know about the East Coast just yet. So they were doing, as you know, they're doing West Coast and they're doing Midwest. So they're still in Texas. So we're talking about West Monroe, Louisiana, Austin, Knoxville, Jackson, Mississippi, San Antonio, more Nashville, more San Antonio. So all that's the middle of March. And so you're going to want to contact Canon and Southwest Texas Equipment if you're in San Antonio. And Southwest Texas Equipment does San Antonio. They do Houston. They're still doing, they're doing Austin. So let me see here. And I did give you guys an update on the laundry. I'm still working on that. A lot of people are resistant on giving me this information. Las Vegas still, so that's March 15th. More Nashville, Vancouver, that's March 19th. Jackson, Tennessee. So yeah, no Corpus Christi, that's Southwest Texas. That is March 20th. And we got more Tennessee. So we don't start to get, we're not going to start to go probably until much later on in the year is when it looks like they're going to start to head east. All right, so now let's go to, probably going to have to drop this down. Let's see here. Hey, Cortez, what's happening? All right, let me drop this down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add I got to add the Excel for Manitowoc. Hold on 1 second. And this is driving me nuts because I already got this thing. I already had this thing up. There we go. Forget it. I'm just going to have to do this. Bear with me. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let me briefly go through the Manitowoc, because Manitowoc is kind of a pain. Oh man, this must be an old one. Let's not save that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got Iceomatic. While I got this screen up, I got Iceomatic. If you're in the Houston area, Iceomatic's class is going to be. Let me pull this up. Iceomatic service class for Houston is March 5th. So we got a morning class and we got an evening class. You need to call Miss Renee. So that's going to be the 713 number. All right, let me see here. Sorry about this. I got this sucker on the beginning of the screen. I knew that if I did not get this video out, I was going to be swamped and not be able to give you guys this information. And I just there it is. Notice Kelvinator dealer list. Tell you what, I'm just going to have to pull this back up for you. I'm going to pull this back up for you. And for all of you guys that are looking, you can find this stuff on the Manitowoc site. You go right to Manitowoc, you go through the different stuff. They have the online training, your monthly, they'll come online and they'll give you they'll do like a little webinar where you can actually talk to them afterwards. They do that once a month. I don't know why I stopped receiving mine. Then they have the field seminars. That's what we're doing right now. They have the factory class, which let's see here. So, registration is full for March 18th. So March 18th, that's already done. You're not invited to the party for April, but you still have October. So if you did want to fly up to Wisconsin, if that's still where they're having it, if you still want to go to Wisconsin and you want to go to the actual hands-on class, so you're looking at October. We're already looking at October 14th through the 18th if you want the hands-on class. So let me go ahead and pull up the field seminars. Hold on one second. I have to download this thing for the 50th time. All right. All right, and they update this thing as they go. Not even the people locally are aware of what Manitowoc is doing. To be honest with you. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're on the 19th. So let's see here. Iowa, Colorado, New Jersey, California. So here's the thing with especially with me, I actually have Hoshizaki class, and the next, so one day I have Iceomatic and the next day I have Hoshizaki. They're really tying me up. Okay, so here we're starting to get over to the East Coast, and Manitowoc is pretty good with getting over to the East Coast. So Hasbrook Heights, let's see here, South Carolina, okay, Elmsford, New York. Let's see here, South Carolina, we got Kansas City, Utah. I'm still not seeing, let me see where you're at. I'm still not seeing anything like Connecticut. Colorado, Pennsylvania. Sorry, nothing yet. Nothing yet with your neck of the woods. So for the rest of this month, Let's see here. So for the rest of this month, yeah, here we go. Jonathan Bailey's doing a class, Riverside, California, Toms River, New Jersey. But I don't know if you got time for that. That's already going to be tomorrow. All right. Indianapolis, Greenville, Cerritos, California, Columbia, South Carolina, St. George, Utah. All your stuff is coming up at the end of this month. You need to contact your distributor, which is going to be, some of you guys is URI, others is National Refrigeration, Baker, you know, the usual suspects. You're going to contact your distributor because your stuff is this month. The end of this month, all this stuff is jam-packed. Let's see here. Key Refrigeration is all the guys in Kansas and Missouri. Reno, Nevada. Let's see here. Yeah, Jonathan Bailey is doing all that stuff on the West Coast right about now. So that's what's coming up. That's what's coming up in March. And I'll touch on this some more. But I wanted to get this stuff out so you guys would know right away. Let me get back to StreamYard. And let me get rid of this trippy. For me, this is trippy. Let me stop this screen. All right. So that's Manitowoc, Hoshizaki. Actually, I'm gonna have to do another window. Yet again, I gotta show you guys the notes. I gotta show you guys the freaking notes. All right, we got Meiko. Let me show you guys Meiko. All right, Meiko dishwashers. I might have to show you Instagram. All right, let's see what we can do here. I'm switching it up a little bit. See if I can bring you. There we go. Ah, I just lost it. Damn it. It was just there. There we go. Let me share this. All right. So Meiko is having their class March 12th through the 15th. If any of you are interested in commercial dishwashers, you're going to need to call Meiko and get a hold of them. So they're typically doing their classes once a month. The exact dates I do not know, but they're only going to be. This is the head trainer. So you can contact them on Instagram, or you can just send them the information. Their class is free. There is no fee for it, but you still have to pay for your travel. You still have to pay for your travel to get there. Contractor, what's happening? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see anything in New Hampshire or Massachusetts. Nothing yet. So that's probably a couple of months away. Always, if you do have a question, hold on a second. If you do have a question on a potential class, you do need to contact your local distributor. Let them know you're interested. They will then tell the manufacturer that there is a need. So talking to me about it isn't going to change your situation. You must talk to you must talk to the distributor, let them know that you're interested, and then they will get that sucker placed on the line. All right, so that's Meiko. Hold on a second. And Meiko is more than just it's more than just dishwashers. So they're actually pretty big in hospitals with the with the bedpan washers, and then they're big in fire stations, cleaning the helmets, the respirators, and the boots. So they have machines that do that. And right now, Meiko is like every month. Meiko's at a different show. So they're going to be at the ARA show. Yeah, that's going to be wrapping up. This is the ARA show is happening right now. There's these trade shows that's going on all the time. All the time. So this might not necessarily be for you. This is if you're like some of the restaurants I take care of, we'll do the whole thing. We'll do the whole restaurant cleaning, all of that. If that's something you're into, this might be for you. Then they have one that is just the management, where they just have management companies taking care of different ones. Okay. All right. So let me see here. So I showed you guys Iceomatic just for Chicago. We did Hoshizaki. We did Hoshizaki. We did Manitowoc. I don't know about anything else on Istro. Let me see here. What else we got here? Let me see. I think that might be about it with those. With these training dates. If you guys had any other manufacturers that you were interested in, I can always talk to them. I did give you guys the information on the one for Milner. I gave you guys Milner, and then I was able to show you guys. I went down there when I went to New Orleans. I was able to go swing by Milner. Of course, they weren't. Everybody's closed. It was a local holiday. But that is a class that if you guys are interested in the laundry business, in not just laundry but dry cleaners as well. Milner is pretty big in dry cleaners. You'll find them in a lot of hotels as well. Now let me see here. Let me see what else I can address for you guys real quick. All right, we did Hoshizaki. Let me see if I can show you guys this one. I'm trying to get a hold of Fagor. Let's see here. I'm trying to get a hold of. There's Primus. Yeah, they have a very bad. There's a number of laundry that I'm trying to introduce you to. Laundry is a very closed off. It's a very closed off business on the commercial side. That's why I got a whole story I want to do for you guys about the commercial laundry, especially there was just a promotion that Milner had, and it's actually what the hell? Let me go into it. The gentleman that was promoted is actually fourth generation. When you go over to Milner, let me see if I can pull up these photos for you guys real quick. When you go over to Milner, you'll actually see that the parking spots all have the names of the of the family that owns the company. So out of like the 6 parking spots, 2 of them have the name of the family members on the designated parking spots. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull this up. So laundry is an extremely protected market. It's extremely protected. So the best thing to do is to take the classes whenever they do offer them to you, take them. Now Milner is extremely, this is a very specialized one. You really want to make sure you have someone that is using Milner before you go ahead and take the classes, because the classes are $600 per person. So it's not an inexpensive class. So, and of course you have to take care of your own lodging and all that good stuff. It is 5 minutes from the airport. So that is also the good thing. 5 minutes from the airport, you're like 15 minutes away from New Orleans. 15 to 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes, 15 minutes away from New Orleans. And Milner gives you everything, all the information you need. All right. Now, let me see here. I'm gonna switch this up for you guys. As soon as I can get these pictures to pop up, what I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to show you the recon I did for you guys at about 2 or 3 different restaurants. How many people have ever heard of what is it, Dave's Hot Chicken? So you got Dave's Hot Chicken. All right, let me see here. Yeah, it is Dave's Hot Chicken. So this is a new trendy chicken restaurant that has backing from people in the music industry. So you have about, I think, like 4 or 5 different musicians have invested in this chain. So let me see here if they're coming over towards you. I don't know if you've heard of it, but yeah, you got so New York. I didn't know New York had a Cicero. I know Chicago had a Cicero. So all these things are rolling out. Texas, because here in Texas we have about, in Houston we have about 3 of them. So they're hitting New York and Houston, San Diego, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota. Sorry about that. Columbus, Ohio, of course, Arizona, Anaheim. So now that you guys see that this stuff is hitting both coasts and the Gulf Coast, I'm trying to see if I can find some Florida in here. All right, well, this is enough. So you got all over California, New York, you got Texas. So this is going to cover quite a bit of you. If you are at all interested in this chain, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Let me see here. Gotcha. I just added contractor as a moderator. What's going on, man? I appreciate you. Now, let me change this thing. Bear with me now. I'm juggling a whole bunch of stuff right now. Trying to get these photos to pop up. There we go. Just keep going to import. Trying to get let's see here. So I'm going to tell you what they got in there, I'm going to tell you what's in there, and then I'm going to show you the pictures of what they got in there. So we're going to switch this over. Play something different. And now let me see if I can get these pictures for you. We just have to do this. Sorry, I took my daughter to let me see here. Yeah. All right, cool. I took my daughter. I went one on my own, and then I went another time and took my daughter with me. Okay. So in Dave's Hot Chicken, each location is supposed to have, they all have true refrigeration. Let me see if I can blow this up even bigger. They'll have a Taylor machine. So they have true refrigeration, Taylor. Let me see if I got a better picture of this thing. Oh, it's trying to show me the Dave and it's darkening everything else. So you all have they all have a Taylor machine for shakes. The refrigeration is true. They have Hatco warmers in the back. They're using Follett and the Ice Ride system. Let me see what else I got here. So let's see here. They're using Follett with the Ice Ride. Yes, me and my daughter went to New Orleans. Oh, let's see here. Perfect. This isn't them. This is another location. All right, so here we go. Then they're using AJN Tunes. This is the steamer, and they're using the toaster, the non-contact bun toaster. Here's your soda machine. The black tube that you see above the unit, that is the Ice Ride system. And they're also using Henny Penny. Let me make sure you guys can see this. So they're also using Henny Penny. And one of the other locations has Pitco and Henny Penny. One of them has the basket system. But they're all supposed to have the Henny Penny system, and especially with the basket lowering. So it's going to be Henny Penny fryer. So this picture right here is showing you the Henny Penny with the automated basket lowering system. That's the arms that you see sticking out above this Hatco warmer. So that's what they're using. So here's a better picture so you can see the true. So chances are they're also using true in the back. And I went to 2 different Dave's hot chicken. So that's Dave's. Let's see here. You know what? Let me show you Lane's. I don't know why I can't get. Let me see what comes up when I put in chicken. Forget it. All right. Fine. I tried. All right. So let me see what you got here. Oh, sure, no problem. No problem. Let's get some of these out here. So this is Dave's. So this is Dave's hot chicken, which is very trendy, and it is coming to a location near you. So those are the brands that you would need to be familiar with if you wanted to get into a Dave's hot chicken. And the other one, I know I'm spelling this wrong. This other one is called Lane's Chicken Fingers. I don't know if any of you ever heard of it, but Lane's Chicken Fingers is doing it's a Texas brand that is going to be rolling out nationwide. They already have plans to do almost 100 new locations. So this is a competitor to Cane's. So this one, Cane's already has an arrangement with a service provider that's nationwide, but Lane's does not. You might have seen a video of me working on that same warmer a little earlier. Let me see if I can find myself. I can't even find one of my own live. So what they have in Lane's Chicken Fingers is they're using, I believe they're using Continental. That's a Meiko warmer. They're using Pitco fryers. They're using, and somebody that I met in class, they were asking me, say, hey man, I don't see very much Scotsman. Well, this one is using Scotsman ice machines. Let me see what you guys have to say about this. All right. Let me show you the growth of Lane's. Lane's Chicken Fingers. Let's see here. Growth. So I'm going to be doing more in-depth stories on all these different brands and how you can get involved with these chains by being trained on them. Expansion 2024. Now, all of these are in the industry news. Matter of fact, okay, so right here, this one is saying, let me just cite my source on this one. So Restaurant Dive is saying that they're going to do not 100, but this source is saying they're going to do 50 units. So Lane's is coming to a city near you. So right, in this market, they had because I believe they're from Austin, Texas. So they had only about 10, and then they're planning on growing another 50. So they are selling restaurants like crazy. Let me see if I can find some pictures. So I've actually done work in these places. So that's what I'm trying to tell you about what they've got in them. Let me see if I can find the date. Let's see here. I was out there in August. All right. So based on the date. Oh, wow. I got a whole bunch of pictures from August. All right. So that's why I'm giving you this information. You need to jump on these things and be first. If you are trained in the products that they're using, you will be one of their first choice companies when they expand into your market. Yeah. All right. So, and I got a whole bunch of pictures on this place. There we go. August 23rd. There we go. Now, bear with me again. I'm trying to show you as many pictures as I can so you guys can get a good idea of this. Let me stop this and show you, once again, show you the whole screen. It's a little easier for me to do this than to load the pictures. For whatever reason, the pictures don't even take half the time. All right, so that's beverage air. All right, so here's the pit code that they're using. This is that's another one. Okay, and they're using FBD. I think that's a Burger King. They're showing me moments from this freaking day. So this is just like what I showed you. This actual owner, they own a couple of different chains at the same time. And that's something that you'll notice, is that sometimes they're limited as to how many locations they can actually own and operate. So then what these places will do, there we go. So then what these places will do is that they'll operate a couple of different locations at the same time. That is not lanes, that's another one. All right, so this is their ice machine was already begging for cleaning. The orange light was on, saying they need to be cleaned and sanitized. They're using electro-freeze for the shakes, Craftco for their drinks. It is beverage air. I'm sorry. There's beverage air for their refrigeration. So there it is right there, beverage air. That's the electro-freeze. So here's the model. Here's the model of what they're using. So you can download the tech guides on these, watch videos on electro-freeze. Electro-freeze has a ton of videos. They're extremely guarded as far as who they invite to training classes. Only way you'll be able to get to a training class held by electro-freeze is if one of your clients recommends you to electro-freeze for that very same purpose. You'd have to say, hey, look, this is somebody who we're dealing with, and then they will let you know when the next class is going to be held. Other than that, they're not letting out anything. So as you can see in these pictures, everything they have is beverage air. Yeah, whenever I go to a place, I always look at all the equipment, and I notice that they have gasket issues and everything like that. This is how the pit code looks. They've got oil everywhere. So here's the model numbers of these. This is the Solstice SSH75. So this is the same fryer that you're going to find in Wingstop. This is very similar to the fryer that you're going to find in Five Guys. So Five Guys uses the Solstice fryer, but they're using it in banks of twos, separated by a French fry holding station. So this is what you're looking at when you have to deal with all the lanes. That's the Meiko warmer. Not much to the Meikos, right? So I just had to rebuild it a little bit. Nothing major. Nothing major on the Meiko. But it's a very streamlined situation with the Lane's chicken. All right, so that's Lane's chicken. Let me see what else I got to show you. In case you're wondering what this large item is right here, these are pots and pan dishwashers that I have to work on. I gotta Oh, that's Beer Garden. So that's Hot Dog. Hot Dog is another one that's expanding rapidly in my market. I don't know if you guys might be aware of Hot Dog. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're done with that day. I did take a couple of pictures of me and my little one in New Orleans. Remember, I was telling you guys about Frosty Factory. So that's pretty much what everybody's using in New Orleans. When you go by any one of the daiquiri shops, it's Frosty Factory. But then again, that's what they got down there. The Frosty Factory is there. Once again, everything is Frosty Factory. Everything is Frosty Factory. And let me see what else I had here. All right. So I'm gonna stop that one. I'll answer any question you guys have. I just wanted to touch bases on this stuff. But put a 1 in the chat if you were able to see the pictures, see the videos. It should have what I was seeing should be what you're seeing. This is the Hoshizaki. This is the Hoshizaki site. I'm gonna show you this stuff and I'm gonna get off. I had to get back in the groove because I've been out of it so much. So that is where you can find the schedule. This is what Hoshizaki has. As people are finding out, yeah, this stuff isn't so easy to it isn't so easy to get. It's constantly changing. The data is constantly moving around. So Hoshizaki is constantly adding to the schedule. Let me see here. Let me see here. Oh, I do have. Oh, I want to show you guys some. There's a Speed Queen. There's a Speed Queen. Speed Queen events are coming up. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. So for all you guys, I know it's a little heavy on the laundry this time, but Speed Queen. Speed Queen is having some classes, some meet and greet type stuff. Where's my Speed Queen stuff? There we go. Speed Queen slated for March. So coming up next month, over there on the West Coast, you're going to have some Speed Queen events. You're going to need to talk to them to see if they're going to do any hands-on. Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying they're doing hands-on demo. If I were you, I would definitely give them a call. Right? So Speed Queen owns PWS Laundry. Let me see if I can copy this for you. Let me copy the link. So they bought them, I want to say about 2 years ago. They bought PWS. And this is something I didn't know most of you guys, something that brought to my attention that is new to me is that you guys didn't know that you could buy these parts from a number of different places online. You can buy these parts from a number of different distributors. Every single one of you has a distributor that's somewhat close to you. And these distributors sell parts for the other brands that they don't even distribute. So if you're going to get into the commercial laundry side of things, you definitely need to find out where your distributors are close to you. Set up your account, and then they'll tell you about when they have their classes. You can go ahead. It's going to be a premium on the part prices, but you have you'll then have that option to give to your customer, whether you're going to get them their part same day or next day at a slight markup, or if you have to order a part and then wait 2-3 days and have to deal with shipping. So it's always a lot easier to get your stuff locally than it is to have it shipped. All right, so that's Queen. So that's Speed Queen. They're starting to have some stuff. I believe Dexter is having theirs. Let me see what Dexter's got going on. Yeah, Dexter's having some stuff too. So here we go. Dexter's having some stuff in Florida. Let me see if we can find it. They play hide and seek with this information. I have to go all the way down, then I have to go to events. There we go. Then go to events. So here we go, Fort Lauderdale, March 12th. You got your Dexter Laundry. So you're going to get your hands on. You will also meet with people who own the equipment but are looking for someone else to service it. So there, you'll have apartment complex managers and things like that. They'll be there with maybe their facility maintenance person or whoever they have that's like in charge of it, but they're actually there looking for someone else to take care of it besides the distributor. So here we go, what they're calling Dexter Fest 2024 in Lakeland, Florida. That's also March 14th. All right, Orlando, that's April. Indianapolis is April. And there we go, New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey. So Gold Coin, which is a large distributor over there on your East Coast. So they're in May. Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Jamaica, New York. Of course, there's always going to be Gold Coin. I think Gold Coin is also handling Speed Queen up there. So there you go. So you got a lot of laundry that's coming up. A lot of ice. You got dishwashers, and of course, don't forget you have ovens every month with XLT and all the rest of that good stuff. So I know it's getting late. Once again, if you guys have any questions about brands, classes, things that are coming up, things like that, please leave in the comment section below after the video, and then I'll try to address it. I'm going to put out some new videos addressing the different chains, what equipment they have. Those are going to be in the member section. So this way you guys know what you're training for, why you're training on different pieces of equipment. Because once you learn the equipment, it helps to know who has it. All right, and with that, I am going to say good night.
Here is go back.